Ian, where did that go wrong this afternoon?
I didn't think we started the game well. I thought they were better than us first 30 minutes. I thought they caused us some problems. We didn't really get beyond them often enough, and a lot of the game was played in our half. Although they didn't create a lot, I thought they had a lot of the ball. The goal just before half-time was a little bit disappointing, but to be honest, I thought in the second half we were the better team. For large parts of the second half, I thought we were the aggressors. I thought that more of the chances were down this end of the pitch. And of course, just losing Cal for that kind of last 15 minutes, as I felt we were just getting on top of the game. And I saw them; they had to change their shape to try and stop us doing what we wanted to do. So I felt like we were just getting on top, and obviously then that was a bit of a blow for us.
Why in that first half was it so poor? Because it felt like you got a bit of confidence over the last two games, and yet that had evaporated by the time kick-off happened.
I think you also have to give credit to the other team. It is, there's two teams on the pitch, and I thought they were excellent. I thought the way in which their right and left central defenders, they stepped forwards and really caused us problems. That's why we went to a front three, to almost go man-man so that we could get further up the pitch. And I think you saw it start the second half. We were much better when we changed the shape. But we had problems because they were so dynamic with the defenders and creating a lot of overloads and putting a lot of crosses in. But the truth is they didn't create big chances from the crosses. So although they had a lot of the ball and a lot of crosses, I felt we could be much better, but we weren't giving up a lot of huge chances. In fact, the biggest chance before the goal was Carl Wootton.
Largely set up the same though to start the game with the three at the back and the wing backs, and yet their wing backs there was no wing back about it. They just played as
they were very dynamic, especially on the right hand side. He was excellent. I thought he was excellent.
I mean, Lewis Cass, the centre half, was stepping out and basically playing as a winger as well.
Exactly.
So I just wonder why they were able to take that advantage and you guys weren't able to do that back to them.
Well, I thought we did in the second half, to be honest. I thought that we needed to change our shape to deal with that, and I thought then when we put Lewis Knight and Jimmy Knowles on there two right and left central defenders and left the middle one on it, suddenly they had to play a bit longer, and then the chances became ours. So I agree, they were really, really good in the first 30 minutes, they were, but I think we changed, and then the change led us to be the better team in the second half, up until maybe the last 10 minutes when obviously we were down to 10 men and it became a bit wide open, really.
Of course, by that time though, you're a goal down. Does it feel like at times you need to go a goal down to get the reaction out of your team?
No, because I thought we started the last game really well, first 30 minutes, and we went a goal up, so not necessarily, but of course I think that once we went a goal down and we changed the shape to a much more aggressive shape, then we were able to attack more freely. So I mean, for me it was the game, for me so far since I've been here, that was easily the most kind of tactical game that we had against a team that I thought set up really well.
You substituted Regan Griffiths with 35 minutes on the clock or so. Can you explain the thinking?
Just tactical. We had a three-man midfield. We had two strikers. They had their three centre-halves, and their three centre-halves were stepping so far into the game. It was creating a big problem. So we wanted to put a front three to match their three at the back, which I think certainly you saw in the second half worked much better.
Difficult, I guess, as a decision for you to make a brave decision, given that you got substituted on Monday at half time, and then he gets taken off with 35 minutes on the clock on this one. What do you say to him?
No, it's on me. It's not on him. I wanted to change it tactically, so it's nothing to do with Regan or his performance. It was purely a tactical decision, and sometimes you've got to do that. Sometimes I've got to be proactive with changes rather than reactive, so I wanted to get a player on when I could, and I wanted to make a offensive and aggressive change early on, which meant Lewis Knight coming on. So that was it, really. I mean, it's sadly in football sometimes players come off. He'll learn that, and he's a good football player that's going to give us a lot, so I'm not worried about that.
Obviously Hartlepool go top of the table this evening. You've got a lot of games in hand on them, but they're 12 points clear now. How difficult is it going to be to still challenge for automatic promotion, or has that kind of gone away now?
Yeah, but I mean, when I came in, I said straight away, it's not something that's in our control, because if Sutton win every single game except for the one they play us, then we won't catch them anyway. So it's not actually in our something that we can control, so we just focus on trying to give the best performance every week, and then we see where that takes us. And now we have to just focus on Solihull Moors and then let the others do whatever they're doing, and then we can take it when the time's right.
Is it not something you're still looking at then?
Automatic promotion? No.
But
it hasn't been. When I came in, I said that straight away, because it's not something that we're in control of, so I don't want to focus on something that's outside of our control. We can only control our game, so I just focus on doing the best game we can each time, and so now we prepare for Solihull Moors.
Eli Sam not involved in the match day 16 today. Is there an injury there?
No.
So missing because
I felt like the bench needed Cal Roberts, who obviously came off injured. But no, I didn't think that he gave me what I wanted as a number 9 last game. He's much better on the wing, but we haven't played with wingers, so it was a little bit difficult for him. With 5 subs, I felt like other players were going to come in and maybe impact this game.
How devastating is it to lose Cal Roberts in the way that you did?
Really. I'm more devastated for him, to be honest. The impact on the team is obviously, you could see when he came on, he looked great, but I'm really devastated for him, and he's devastated as well, because the boy wants to play and he feels good, but then he breaks down. So it's something that we've got to get to the bottom of. It's really tough for him now, but we've just got to work as well as we can with him to try and get him fit so that he can stay fit once he's back.
Do you think you'll see him again this season?
I don't know. Right now I think about Solihull Moors, and he won't be fit for that. So we need to take care of him and see. But I think what we have to do is say, look, we've got to focus on the players that are fit, and we need to work with Cal until he's ready to come back, and then we can consider him.
You've spoken previously about confidence can be an issue with this group, and it looked like it wouldn't be an issue after the 2 wins over Easter, but it has been fragile and it's been up and down. Does today and losing Cal and the manner of the defeat make it an issue again, do you think? Not
really, because we go 1-0 down to a good team, and then I think that in the second half we're offensive, aggressive, we create chances, we're positive. There was some good performances. I thought Jimmy Knowles played well again. I thought Carl Wootton up front was outstanding. So there was good performances in there as well. So I don't think it's anything that we should lose any confidence over. We just focus on what we need to do now to get better for Solihull.